Hey. Ryan, introduce us.
Have you pushed go
Do
yet?
your job. Do your job, Captain.
Have you pushed go yet? I can't see
Well,
anything. Have you pushed go yet? I've left my phone by the door of the fish room and I'm feeding my fish right now, so I can't see my phone. So you need to use like visual Spotify type commands to let me know that, audio Spotify type commands to let me know that we're live. So I guess we're live then. All right. Good morning, everyone.
You're ruining my awkward silence.
How's it been going? Well, yeah. You can.
What a view to
See the
start
multi.
the day.
There's a multi there. There you go. Hello, multi. There you go. Yeah, how's everyone been? Everyone had a glorious week. Matt, are you on the tremodols today?
No, I just haven't had any sleep. Like, legitimately, have not had a minute's sleep.
What's that?
I just haven't had any sleep, like zero sleep at all. It's great.
Is he gone?
Right, now we can actually get down to business.
Isn't it crazy that he's given me so much shit over the time about having rubbish internet and poor connection and all this kind of issues, yet he's the one that constantly fucks up or fucks
And
out.
he's in Auckland. Like, he goes on about, we don't exist because we're south of the Bombays and stuff. Yet his great and powerful world that he thinks he lives in can't even get stable Wi-Fi.
You guys need to Google what a Faraday's cage is. For your homework, Google what a Faraday's cage is and then get back to me.
A paradise cage?
So that's a Faraday's cage. That's what my fish room is. And that's where I am right now.
It's when it blocks out the Wi-Fi signals, but that's your dumb
Basically,
choices
a giant
as
metal
usual.
box that blocks out everything.
Have you not worked out that 7 a.m. on a Wednesday is when we record a live podcast and we need to be prepared and ready for doing this at 7 a.m., not when you're ready? The world does not revolve around you and your awkwardness, Ryan.
It does, actually. If without Auckland, the country would probably fall apart. Without the South Island, we'd have no power. So, it's all good.
Without Auckland, I think New Zealand would be actually content and quite happy.
And I think we provide more power than the South Island.
Well, without Auckland, there'd be like 12 people in the country, and they'd all be genetically related, and it would all just go downhill from there. All right. Anyway, what fishy activities have you guys been up to this week?
The back of my frontosa tank is now painted.
The back of your frontosa tank is now painted?
Yeah.
Cool. What colour did you paint it? Pink?
Black.
Yeah, that's not very original.
I didn't want it to be original. I just wanted to make my frontosa look pretty.
Did it work? And if you painted your background black, would it make you look pretty?
Well, every time I go into my fish room, I do look quite pretty.
Why? Because you can't see yourself?
Because I'm a pretty boy.
Is that what your
parrot mate tells you?
Look, it's two people yelling at me at the same time. What was the question from somebody?
Matt can go first.
I forgot.
My one was, does your parrot friend tell you that you're a pretty boy? That was my question.
No, because parrot cichlids are hideous and I wouldn't keep them anywhere near my life.
That's a lie.
That might be one thing we can agree on.
Well, I don't have them anymore, so they are nowhere near my life.
But they were in your life.
How are they going?
They're growing very quickly.
Matt didn't even react.
I can get them to a sellable size.
How did you?
Then I'll be selling them.
My God, Ryan, shut up!
How did you react to getting to? Sorry. What?
He's delayed as well, isn't he?
Huh? I'm on my phone,
How
so
did I
maybe I
react to
like,
what?
don't know,
How did I react to what?
getting the parrotfish that you weren't expecting.
I mean, I did ask for a lucky dip, so I guess I got lucky.
He messaged me and he's like, should I send him some parrotfish? And I was like, yeah, he'll love it.
Yeah, when you said, "Oh, just chuck anything else you can in to fill the box," like, oh, that kind of ruins the excitement or the surprise of giving parrotfish. But I'm giving them to you anyway. You'll get a viable pair. You'll be able to spawn them, and you'll be able to sell them like crazy because people want them. I'm serious. I sold heaps of them. Possibly slightly different networking abilities, being a shop and all that kind of stuff. But I couldn't keep them in stock.
Everyone has them breeding.
I
remember.
I couldn't keep them in stock.
Really?
Yes.
So I remember this is going back maybe 5 years now. And they'd only just come into the started coming up, and they're still very new sort of thing. And I started breeding them, and yeah, I was selling them for like $35-$40 a pop. And again, like I couldn't keep up. And now like people are selling them for $5-$10 on the Facebook pages. But an interesting thing, I was talking to one of the local fish stores, and like the price on them is so up and down through the suppliers. 1 week they'll be $5-$10, the next week they'll be $40.
Yeah, that's interesting. Possibly due to size, possibly due to naming. So, like, we all know
possibly due to them being shit fish.
Well, why is that going to adjust the price up and down?
Put yourself back on mute.
Let the actual intelligent humans talk. So, like, parrots do fluctuate in price, but it depends on the size that they're coming on. So, like the blood and the color, like the blood parrots, for example. I know we're talking about a slightly different fish here. They fluctuate massively, but sometimes they come in at like 4 centimeters. Other times they come in like 8 centimeters. And then the color variant also then adjusts massive for the price as well.
What's your thoughts on the origin of those polar blue parrots?
I haven't looked into it.
They came from an importer, and they came out of China.
Funny. Well,
yeah, I'd assume convicts crossed with something or other. I don't know how they get that weird balloon look to them though.
Yeah, so someone said like convict cross parrot, but then you don't ever see any like reds coming through, or any of like the parrot, going black before red. And then also, I mean, like you've got your platinums now. That's just a genetic mutation that's been exploited. But
what's the other parrot? That's a Severum cross with something else, is it? What are they? What are they made up of?
Are you talking about the blood parrots?
Yeah, what are they made up of?
I always thought the red devil or Midas with something or other.
Red devil and a bit of pirate.
A bit of pirate. I tend to not waste my time with shitty hybrid fish, so I haven't really looked into them. If people want them, I would have got them in, but I just don't have the time to deal with rubbish fish like that. So that's why I don't stock them.
Now that's really funny because you were just saying you couldn't keep up and keep enough stock of said shitty hybrid fish.
Damn it!
Yeah, I was listening. I might not have slept, but I was listening.
Oh well.
What else has been happening for your week?
That's all I've done. Painted the back of my tank.
Nice.
And sold some stuff. Got some stuff out of the building.
Good.
Still lots of stuff in the building, but I've definitely sold lots of stuff.
Nice.
Right,
so you're running out of fish, eh?
I've still got more than I need.
The most exciting thing for me is I set up a new tank for those multis because they're not breeding, so I thought that was pretty cool. I'm enjoying that. And my Aussies have started breeding pretty well, so I've started trying to produce them. And same with my brevis. So I'm just trying to work on a bunch of shellies because I think that'll be cool. I like shellies, so I'm going to start trying to breed them properly in numbers.
Nice.
So yeah, that is my mission for the week, or the month, or the year, maybe.
Well, that's cool. There's not a lot going on at my end at the moment. Nothing's breeding, but I figure
You did that ginormous move though, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a settling in period. My golden marble angels did lay eggs, and I transferred them over to a holding tank to incubate them, and forgot that there was a baby bristlenose in that tank. And I woke up the next morning, went out there and found said bristlenose on the clay pot, very full. So
they ate all the eggs, right?
Nah, well, not all of them. So I do actually now have some free swimming. I think I counted up maybe like 20. But not like
physically
not
could only eat so many.
Yeah, not the normal amount that I would be able to pull from these guys. But that's okay because they'll lay eggs again next week. So
yeah.
Big work.
And once you've bred one type of angel, you don't really want to breed too many of them because once you've sold them all, you're like, oh fuck, what do I do with them now? You know, once everyone's got a gold angel, they want a blue one or a black one or a green one or whatever, you know.
Well, and that's the cool thing about this pair being the genetically diverse ones that they put out so many different options.
Yeah, apparently they put out about 47 different genetic types in one spawn, so that'll be interesting.
Not in one spawn, you dick.
I still don't know how that works.
Look up the Punnett square. Look up the Punnett square. Do some, smart boy stuff, and then you'll be good to go.
Whenever I Google Punnett, I just get the swag photo of you and for your micro plumbing profile, and it just gets me too excited, so I can't do it anymore.
I don't really want to know.
Excited. Speaking of getting you excited, you have a story to share. Oh
yeah, yes. So this is completely, it's a little bit fishy related, but not really fishy related. I woke up the other night and I was like, profound realization. This is what it feels like.
Put yourself on mute again. Fuck it out.
No, I'm just going through civilization.
Okay, start again.
Are you there? Are you there? Yes.
Start again.
Maybe. Okay.
Why do we even bother?
All of a sudden, he's like, "I'm the captain."
Where did we get to?
You didn't say anything. Nothing.
I said nothing.
Frustration and burnt dreams.
There's no dreams. It's just frustration. Anyway, I woke up in the morning and had a profound realization that I felt exactly like how Matt must feel every night, particularly on Friday and Saturday nights, because they're the busiest nights for strippers. Kim and I have this thing where we stick, if I get any cash for anything, I stick it under a pillow.
Hold on. Where's this going?
I stick it under a pillow, so when she jumps in bed, she finds the money and she counts it because she's a counting money geek and stuff. So I stuck like $900 under her pillow the other night, and she didn't realize it was there, and then we're both waking up with fucking $50 notes stuck to us, going, "What the fuck's going on? Where's all this? What the fuck is this?" It was fucking hilarious. And I was just throwing the fucking money at her all over the floor and shit, going, what the fuck's going on? So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend sleeping on a hot night with $50 notes in the bed unless you're Matt, because that's what strippers do.
So I've got 2 questions that have come from that.
Yeah.
Have you ever constituted your marriage after putting the money under a pillow, and does that make your wife to be a whore?
Well, I guess it's possible that that's happened, but I'm not paying her for services rendered. It's our savings. She just gets a counter.
It's funny that he thinks that it's ours.
Yeah.
It's all Kim's.
Yeah. She just gets the counter and then put it in a place that I don't know about. It's okay.
And every now and then she gives you a cuddle and a kiss, and it keeps you happy.
She gives me my allowance, I ask nicely. Get some money.
Well,
so yeah, that cracked me up, and I woke up at like 3 a.m. What's that?
I was trying to reply to a comment, and YouTube said I couldn't.
What? No way.
Oh, doesn't like you.
Better do it.
Yeah, so that's my funny. That's my funny story for the week. You can't reply to a comment because YouTube hates you.
I was referring to a song lyric.
What was the song lyric? Sing it.
So Brenton wanted to know why your face is, we can't see your face, and I replied with, because he's UGLY, he ain't got no alibi, he's ugly. But YouTube wouldn't let me do it. It keeps saying it's apparently spam, and you're not allowed to be mean to people. So I'm
Thank you, YouTube for being nice to me.
StreamYard like Teams? Is StreamYard like Teams where I can mute someone? Because I'd love to mute you right now after singing.
There you go. I just
can you mute specific people in Teams?
I can mute you, and I can mute both. I can mute both of you.
Yeah, cool.
So I guess we should give everyone an update on the breeding challenge / win some money with Topfin.
Before we go any further, when are we meant to be trying to spawn these fish? Have we started that?
Have you guys not done it yet?
Go. Have you not spawned
So we're free to start trying now? Is that like, have we got our start date for us?
I've got eggs.
No, you haven't.
The start date was last week.
I thought we'd already started. I've already got them in a dedicated tank, and I've been using the RO water and
no, you don't. No, you don't.
Had a little mimi in there to make the water brown, and I love it.
You are lying.
Yeah, but I put a mop in there, and like 2 days ago I pulled out eggs.
You're lying because they don't spawn on mops.
Fuck.
Okay,
so cool. So we're good. We're good to attempt and start from now. Then.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure we're all on the same playing field.
What I have done. So the update from me is I've killed 2.
You've killed 2. Yep.
Good.
So I'm down to 8.
About Ryan, has Ryan killed any?
Nice. Well, I haven't killed any.
Are those the ones that came from me, or do they come from?
They're living on. I've got a mixed one.
Yeah.
The good ones came from Topfin. The shit ones came from you.
Sweet.
I can tell the 2 that came from you.
Pretty sure I wasn't the one that
they got like
50 fish in one day.
They just look a little bit more inbreed.
They've got yellow noses. It's really weird. You're on mute.
All right, so we're starting the breeding challenge now. Then, effective immediately.
Cool. Sweet. We have.
There will be spawns tomorrow.
Great. Cool.
There will be spawns tomorrow.
All right. That's all I needed to know.
So you're officially jobless now, aren't you, Cam? You've closed the store. You're just fucking a lady of leisure, sleeping all day, fucking playing PlayStation, smoking weed, just being a general loser, you know, aren't you?
I'd just like to correct the record. I don't have a PlayStation. I've got a Switch.
That's pretty gay. I would have claimed the PlayStation.
Well, when we were looking for a gaming console, the Switch made sense because we have a 5-year-old child, and he can take it places like a Game Boy.
Okay. Well, so yeah, how's the fucking being a loser life going for you?
Well, technically, I'm still self-employed, so go fuck yourself.
Also, why has he just railroaded this? We were about to talk about the breeding challenge, and now he's just decided to go off on his own fucking tangent.
I thought we'd sorted the breeding challenge. What more do you want to say?
Well, there's an update that we need to do about the competition, Ryan.
Oh, okay, sorry. Carry on with that then. Go. That is related, but not related to the breeding challenge.
And you also need to do a plug for our great sponsor.
Yeah, cool. Just a word from our sponsors. Nigel from Topfin Aquariums. He has Topfin Aquatics in Foxton. His name's Nigel. He has no mates, so you've got to be nice to him because he's probably very lonely.
Oh my god! Oh,
no one's ever going to support us ever.
Oh my god!
Oh, sorry. Did you want me to do like a proper not offending him shout out? I'm sure he's never heard that one before. Growing up in New Zealand.
What, that you butchered his business name twice and then gave him shit in all in one sentence? I'm pretty sure he may have never heard that before.
It's Topfin Aquatics, isn't it?
Yeah, but you said Topfin Aquariums.
Well, it's the same thing. An aquatic is an aquarium, isn't it?
Aquatics.
Aquatic.
Yeah, that was a good interview. But anyway, different story, different tangent. But yeah, Nigel's a pretty good bugger, and yeah, he gave us some rummy noses, which we're so excited about. So yeah, support him. Be nice. And he also gave us a $50 voucher, but then he decided he didn't actually want to come draw it. So we're extending the competition for another week. Yay! I've seen some good entries. I've seen some one terrible entry from Michael Day. Terrible entry that I want to disqualify. It was no effort put into it, but there's been some good ones with some good effort put into them. So appreciate that.
Also, I'd just like to point out, I think there's only been like 5 people enter. So
she's a pretty good odds.
Yeah, like if you haven't entered yet, you should probably do that because you got good chances.
Yeah, and if an overseas person enters and they win, we'll get you on the podcast to choose someone from the comment section to get the voucher from New Zealand. Maybe. I don't know. Does that sound cool?
Well, they can pick one of the 3 of us to get it.
What's that?
Someone tagged me in a comment. Ooh. Sorry, I'm
those nudes
railroading.
Again, you keep getting sent.
No. You said there's been like 5 entries or whatever. And I was like, oh, I haven't seen any of them. So then I went and had a look for them. And someone tagged me in one of their commented entries. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, so they tagged the wrong thing.
No, they tagged the podcast, but then they tagged me as well.
Because they're taking the piss out of you.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're taking the piss out of you.
Somewhat. So yeah. Is he shitting the bed again? Is he shit the bed?
Don't know.
Is he? No? Okay, keep going.
No, I shit the bed regularly. That's normal. Yeah, I normally shit the bed. That's just what I do. Saying that the competition's been extended now.
Him for a little bit.
Tag Top Fin Aquatics and tell us a story about the podcast.
Can you say that again, because we only heard the last part of it? How do people enter?
How do people enter? They enter the competition.
By?
I have reception soon, I think. I thought I had good reception here. Do I have reception now? Should do.
Fucking hell.
My God.
So to enter the
you guys can
competition,
talk about the competition. Go.
Go, Matt, go.
Woosa.
Go, you do it. Go. Tag Top Fin Aquatics. Tell us a story. I don't like Top Fin Aquatics. Oh, I'm confused. I don't even know how to enter the competition myself. It's too complicated. Why do you make it so complicated?
All right, shut up.
Okay.
Bite your tongue for 10 seconds. Go to Top Fin Aquatics and like their page.
Aquatics.
Find any. He can't help himself, can he? Find any one of their posts. Go onto the post. Tag Three Idiots Podcast. And tell us why you like the podcast. That will get you entered.
I've got an incredibly busy day today, and I'm actually thinking of cancelling everything and running through all of our social medias and just removing my name off everything after this.
I'm thinking about poking myself in the eyeball with some toothpicks after this.
Ryan, I think you need to find possibly 2 more hosts to forge on with this, buddy. You are just a mess.
All good silence. Like it. It's good.
What? What do you mean awkward silence? Cam was just talking to you.
Oh, but then it was just a pause afterwards, and I was like, "That's cool." Yeah.
Have you not had your meds this morning?
I'm driving to work. I've got to get to work and get some work done today. I've got to earn some money, boys. That's what it's about. So, what was the next section? List of mail. We don't get any list of mail, so we cancelled that, didn't we?
I don't know. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure we don't.
Random question. What's the random question that you came up with, Ryan? Did you do your job there?
I've been up since 5:30 loading my truck, so I haven't done a random question just yet. I can't even double multitask because my phone will kick me out of the podcast. So
the one thing you have to do.
That's not a bad option.
2 things. You have to turn up and think of a random question.
I did turn up. Hey, so if I had 2 things to do and I showed up, I got 50% and I passed. So that's all.
But you haven't showed up.
No,
I am up here.
You're not here.
Technicality. Technically. You can blame the telecom people for having shit networks. That's who you can blame.
Or we can blame the person who knew he had an appointment at 7 a.m. every Wednesday morning and chose to ignore that.
And kind of had to work, unfortunately.
I'm at work. I haven't slept all night. I'm still at work. I was on time. And I will argue that I'm being entertained.
But you probably stayed up all night at work on the meth. So it's a different situation.
So now you've accused me of smoking weed and accused Matt of being on meth. So are you trying to deflect from something here, Ryan?
Not at all. I
Says
don't
the
need
guy
that
that we
shit.
can't-
Fuck, you don't want to see me on that shit.
Says the guy that we can't see because maybe he is in the middle of a 4-day bender.
Okay, hang on. He just said you don't want to see me on that shit. That implies that he's been there, done that.
Yeah,
Because
detective him. Detective him.
You would only know if you've been there. Yeah, nothing to say now, eh?
I've cut out.
Yeah,
Anyway, let's carry on.
that's convenient.
So the next segment was the random question, which we don't have a random question unless one of you have found a random question because I can't because I'm driving.
Didn't I send you in
No.
our group chat an incredibly crazy random question of a screenshot the other day? Or did I just think of that? Or maybe it was or YouTube.
No, you sent
Anyway.
us a TikTok, but I couldn't open it
Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah.
because my TikTok's broken.
Yeah, that was a heck of a random question, that was. Can't remember what it was because it's not my job. I've, washed my hands with that part.
I've got an idea for the random question.
Good story.
Yep.
Good story.
Oh, do you want to know it?
Fire away.
Harris or Trump, and why?
Harris or Trump?
Yeah, we have the election is now open. For those of you who reside in the states of America, go and vote. It's very important that you do this.
This might stir up a bit of a hornet's nest, and I'm here for it.
Exactly why I did it.
Harris, I like you. I was all about the other guy that's not running now, who's teamed up with Trump. No, the guy that teamed up with Trump.
Yeah. That wasn't the question, though.
No. But when he teamed up with Trump, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm probably going to go with Harris because I don't really like the idea of Trump. And it's more character based more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't follow American politics because I get angry, and I think they're all idiots, so I just don't do it.
Interesting. The tinfoil hat man has no opinion.
The problem is that all politics are all fucked, and all politicians are idiots. So you just better not to follow it and not to get upset about it. So that's my theory.
Okay, I think Trump will win.
Robert Kennedy, who I was talking about, who I thought was going to be a pretty good shout if he'd keep going.
So that was the question was, who do you think's going to win, or who do you think should get in? Or who do you like?
Who do you think's going to win and why?
Oh yeah. And you think Trump's going to win because he's just fucking a mad dog?
I think he's just a little bit crazy enough. Okay, shut up. I think he's just a little bit crazy enough that people will be like, yeah, same as last time. Like,
do you not
look at the other countries like Russia and shit, and they didn't start shit when he was around because they believed that he was just crazy enough that he might push that big fuck off button.
Do you not think it's because there's enough rednecks and bigots in America to go, I don't want a female president?
There's also a bit of that. But I was listening to a podcast last night when I couldn't sleep. And yeah, a lot of the media thinks that he won it at that first shooting. Like that photo of him standing up, fist up in the air. Like they reckon that was the moment that would have clinched it for him.
Is there a conspiracy that he paid the assassin then? The attempted assassin?
Oh, of course. And surely Tinfoil Hat Man can tell us about that.
I don't follow it. I honestly don't. I just, the more I read, the more stupid I feel like humanity is getting, and I just stop. It's like I just get that feeling like I'm watching Eagle versus Shark again, and I'm just like, man, I am getting stupider by the minute. So, you know.
Anyway, welcome to Three Idiots Talk Aquariums, where we also bring up politics. And no one bit in the comments. I'm very sad. Like, nobody bit.
Yeah, do better.
We must have no Americans listening in today.
Yeah. We're missing someone as well.
Ryan?
No, Rebecca. She wasn't here last week either.
Who's that?
Rebecca.
It's potentially to do with the daylight savings change. We've had a few people that are, at least I've had a few people say that the changes messed with them for the Friday show that I do, so it could be a little bit of that as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do they not have? I guess it happens at different times all around the world, doesn't it? So the time would have just changed for them without them realising.
Yeah.
So that would definitely fuck things up. But then,
but the time doesn't change for us, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
so, African versus American cichlids.
Well, this will be quick. Africans are good, Americans are dumb. Done.
Well, we brought this topic up, Ryan. You're not getting out of it that easy.
Are we talking? So they talk about this. I'm going to say it anyway. The South American cichlids is American cichlids too, right? So obviously, because they're from South America, that is in America, or one of the Americas. Fuck yeah.
That was the best thing you said all day.
Include the all the Amazonians and all that sort of stuff, eh?
Yes.
Well, you're the captain. You just decide and tell us what to do.
Well, I feel like the American cichlid thing is a bit of a like a stability no word for this podcast, because the last time we tried to do American cichlids, we talked about Frontosa.
That's right, we did too.
Yeah, well now we have permission to, because we've combined the topic.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, let's talk about American cichlids to not talk about American cichlids.
Ryan and I probably get it more than some people, in terms of people wanting to stock their fish with African cichlids, and they've already got Americans in there with them.
Yeah, that's naughty.
Yeah, that's a sin.
Yeah,
a cichlid is a cichlid to most people.
Yes.
I don't know. So I can put them in with other cichlids. A cichlid is a cichlid to most people.
Spoken like a true store owner, right there.
I actually take quite great offence to that. You are a motherfucking.
No, I know that you don't think that. That's why I'm saying it. But yeah, a lot of stores do say that. Your big yellow stores and stuff would probably say that as well. And I
was in Big Yellow the other day, yesterday, and I was very, very disgusted that they had Texas cichlids in there.
What?
Yeah, I don't think that they should be selling Texas cichlids, and they had like 8 of them in like one of their small, tiny compartments. I thought that was horrendous.
Oh, no.
That's not the sort of thing that should be.
It looks like one of those.
That kind of shop. They actually had a really good selection.
Photos you see from somewhere like. It looks like one of those photos. It sounds like one of those photos you see on the internet of like in Pakistan, where they've got like a car balanced on about 17 pallets held up with a broom, and a guy sitting underneath it in the description, like, what could go wrong here? You know.
How did you make that racist in one go?
It wasn't racist. It was in a third world country.
That's not.
Yeah, no, I thought that wasn't really okay. Like, I didn't think. Yeah, it didn't sit well with me. They had a really, really good selection of fish. They must have just had their fish order arrive that day, and they had some really cool fish in there that I was pretty impressed with. Some cool panda whiptails and stuff like that. But I thought a shop a big box store selling things like Texas cichlids, I thought was pretty bad, and I can only see
You never know.
a lot of
Maybe
trouble in
maybe they got someone there that knows what they're doing, and they've got some training and stuff.
potentially, but like I said, they've got 8 in one of these little cubicles, and one of them was already smashed and floating. Either they're all going to die, or people are going to buy them, and you're all going to smash people's fish. Like, yeah.
I've got an idea. Why don't you go rescue them?
I'm not doing that. I think Texas are really pretty and colourful, but I'm not doing that. Also, a shout out for my local.
Maybe you should go work at Animate.
Brian, shut up.
You should go work at Animate and fix it.
Also, shout out for my local Big Yellow shop. They do have some pretty cool labels around their fish area saying some of these fish get to this size and stuff like that. They had a little bit of information on clown loaches getting big and how they need to be in big aquariums and a few other things like that. So I thought that was really, really cool, but I don't think they should have Texas cichlids.
So what are the main...
You should go work there.
No.
That's my decision.
That's your decision as the captain.
I've made a decision.
So what are the main differences that people should be considering when wanting to mix these? Or if they've got the naughty idea in their head, what are the reasons that it's a bad idea?
To mix them?
Yeah.
Because no, I can't say that. It's racist.
I think it comes into 3 things. Right? You've got different feeding requirements, different water parameters, and different aggression levels or combat styles might be another way of putting it.
Yeah, they essentially communicate differently.
Yeah.
With each other. Like they'd say you're the man in a different language, and the other fish don't know how to accept that. So they keep bashing them until they think that they won.
I think I remember this was an episode a long time ago. Ryan was talking about Oscars and when they fight and one will go belly up to submit. To basically be like, you've won. But if they did that to an African, they're going to get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, African literally swims away and hides when he's subdominant. He's like, oh, I'm out of here. See you.
Yeah. Environment, food, language. Don't do it. Topic done.
The food's fairly interesting though, eh? Like you can easily mitigate that.
You can mitigate food, yes.
But you can't really mitigate the rest of them.
How are you going to mitigate it?
Well, like your new life spectrum cichlid is pretty much suitable to be fed to Americans and Africans. So
why do they have an American type formula as well as an African type formula?
If you read the ingredients on most of the new life spectrums, they are pretty much all the same.
Yep, but they don't like being told that. But then why do they have a label on a container that is based on Americans and a label on a container that is based on Africans?
It's called marketing.
Okay. So I know you're not a big fan of the marketing that CChem use for stability, and you hate on that, and you love on NLS, but if they're marketing exactly the same way, why don't you hate on NLS? So my question is, why are you so judgy on one thing but not the other because it suits you more than the other? So you are a hypocritical bald bastard is why.
Are you just learning this?
No, I'm just biding my time to get little jabs in when I can.
That was a bit mean, to be honest.
But true.
I'll ask you a question. Have I ever been mean to you? Like, was there been any comments made online or anything about you that have been mean by me?
What, like, I don't know, last week?
I ever... Yeah, okay. I probably deserve that.
Has a blatant go at me, has a full-on dig at me last week. Oh, I've always been nice to you. Whatever, you loser. Go grow some hair.
I'm trying. It's not working.
He's been trying for 40-odd years.
Anyhow.
Okay. Well, so yeah, the American cichlids usually come from different water parameters, and African cichlids come from different water parameters. What about the argument that like some of these fish have only been discovered sort of 40, 50 years ago for like African cichlids, probably longer for Americans, but there's even some new ones for them. What about the argument that in the last, say, 30, 40, 50 years of captivity, we've managed to completely alter their genetics and the environment that they're and their whole physical makeup to make them live in different water? What do you guys think of that?
Do you know how long it takes for evolution to take?
No, but I read on Facebook that because even if the first generation of captive breed, they can live in whatever water they want because they're captive breed. They're no longer the same as what they were wild. Someone said it on Facebook.
Oh, so it's true.
Yeah, obviously.
Right. I think the more that we breed in captivity and raise the generations from those spawns in tank environments, that there will be small changes, but I don't think you can alter their whole makeup. Like, you can't alter the way that their internal organs operate.
Yeah, I feel like there's an awful lot that goes into it. Like the fish have evolved to live in these environments over, I don't even know how many years, but lots and lots of years. Is it millions of years, or is it like hundreds of thousands of years? I don't know.
I drink whiskey like a champ, but that doesn't mean that my kid can just drink whiskey as water.
Well, if you train them, then maybe they can.
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, their liver still won't be able to take it.
No, I agree. They do change though in captivity.
I think they become more tolerable, but I don't think it's good for them, not as a long-term solution. No. Kind of like the chlorine chat that you and I were talking about. They become tolerable to it, but it's not a long-term solution. It's still not the preferred choice.
Yeah, it's like if you let them, your kid will live on McDonald's chicken nuggets till the end of time, but it's probably not going to be that good for them. You know, over time, eventually, it's probably not going to be that good for them. McDonald's, if you want to sponsor us, let us know. I love chicken nuggets.
The bacon and egg McMuffin right now. I actually, I can't go to Macca's without getting chicken nuggets. Like, if I go there, I have to get nuggets.
Yeah.
Are you a barbecue sauce or a sweet and sour? There's only one right answer. Yeah.
Sweet and sour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Cam? He's gone. He's gone for a ship. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, he's gone for a ship.
He's gone to the rape dungeon.
So this is cool. Here he is.
Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done with this. We should just both leave, and then he comes back and it's by himself. That would have been hilarious.
So, what would you say is like? There's a lot of people that go, but I keep Africans with my Americans, and it's not a problem for me. So everyone should just do it. Obviously, there's cases where people, and I say they'll get away with it. Like, they won't have a mass murder on their hands. The fish will survive. But I think the key is that they'll be surviving, not thriving. Would we agree on that?
Yeah, and it's a very hard one to prove, isn't it? Right? This is again one of those opinion-based things. So some people might disagree with us, and that's okay. Just
people disagree with us every week.
Yeah. Sometimes I disagree with myself, you know. But anyway, so how do you prove that a fish is unhappy? You can't ask it. Well, you can, but whenever I ask my fish, they don't really talk to me. And if they do, there's something going wrong.
But they don't go like blub, 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 blub.
Maybe if I took some of Matt's Tramadol and go out and talk to them, they might talk back.
That wasn't funny.
No, not funny at all. Sorry. Very serious health condition. Anyway, so how do we tell? How do we tell that a fish ain't happy? Like if you see an African cichlid in an American tank or an American cichlid in an African tank, how do you tell? How do you ask them? What do you see? What are you looking for?
I think one thing that I don't specifically look for, but I tend to know that the tank's going well if I walk past it and they're all coming up, going nuts at the front, like they're interacting, they're not slow moving, hiding, all those sorts of things. Like that to me is an indicator that whatever's going on within the tank, they're happy with. Versus, say, for instance, you go up to the tank, you have a look, some might come to the front, others are hiding, you're looking at them and they're real skitterish. All those sorts of things.
Yeah. And they've probably got like shitty colour and ripped fins and just fucking hiding at the back of the tank or at the top of the tank and looking like pretty crappy.
Yeah, and like I was having a talk with someone the other day, and they're going, and they have this actual situation, but they go, but I've never seen them fight. And I said, send me some photos, and the fins were all ripped to shreds, like on all of these fish. So it's like they might not be fighting when you're not when you're looking, but they're fighting at some point.
But when you're when you're standing in front of your fish tank looking at it, I think you're going to feed them, so they act differently.
Yeah.
Right, they're just swimming at the front of the glass, going, "Give me some food." So it is a different situation. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Cam? Have you seen any disasters? What's the biggest disaster you've seen?
Well, mixing them.
Yeah.
Just standard one beats the shit out of the other one. I find more issues with people keeping them in too small a size aquariums, like the classic Aquarium AR 980s, and it's fine to keep an Oscar, a Jag, and something out of Jack Dempsey in there. Everything's fine, and like it's really not.
I mean, to start off with, you can't keep a Jag with anything.
Well, that's not entirely true because you can.
You can in a big enough tank. I've seen them with those stuff in the high stocking big tank. They go all right, but generally, most people don't have fucking 1,000-litre aquarium.
Yeah.
Do you still have your Jag?
Me? No.
It's been a sore point for the podcast. He got given a gift from a listener and he gave it away. So, ungrateful. Fucking ungrateful, eh? Regifter. That's what he is. I bet he sold it too. Didn't you?
I'll tell you what, there's some down in Wellington. I can send some to you if you like.
I don't want them. I like them. I don't want them. I have nowhere for them. I have no plans of keeping them anywhere. Please do not do that.
All I heard was...
Give me some now.
That's all I heard.
Yeah.
All I heard too.
They're enough fish.
I like them. I like them. Send them now. So you're welcome. You'll have 10 on your doorstep tomorrow.
Yes. I also like Texas cichlids, but I don't want them.
You like what?
I also quite like Texas cichlids, but I don't want them either. They're bright and colourful and awesome, but I don't want them. Yeah,
there's a whole big thing across the world on hybrid American cichlids, eh? Like your Central Americans, your Texas and all that sort of stuff, eh? They are crazy for them. People breeding real cool ones.
There is some cool ones around, bright and colourful and all that kind of stuff, but not for me.
And that kind of little bit like flower horns, where they're the one fish in a tank, bit of personality, like a water puppy type thing, eh?
Yeah.
More than a
Frontoses
bunch
are
of
like
fish in
water
a tank.
puppies.
What'd you say about Frontosa?
They're water puppies.
Kind of, not really.
The ones that I had,
Then-
like you could pat them. If you left the lid off the tank, they would come up and they'd stick their hump out of the water and they'd just hang there, and you could just pet them. Before the incident.
Yeah. Well, you could still pet them after the incident, but
I could. They were very smelly though.
yeah, not a fun time. Not a fun time. Okay, all right. Well, that was a bit of a shit chat, really, wasn't it? The whole thing.
Well, I think it all started
you're the
with the
leader.
fact that you just never really showed up.
Well, I've just messaged the Nelson who's working for me today to delay him today, and pulled over on the side of the road where I've got reception, and messaged my client. So there you go.
No, it's too late for that. You've already fucking shit the bed.
How are those comps going?
Hit and miss. A couple with no tails are looking a little bit rough, but they haven't lost any. So generally, overall, looking good. There's a couple that look a bit rough, but not too bad.
It's a conundrum, isn't
Mm. And now I've got to figure out when to ship them.
it?
About 6 months' time.
It's a balance. Well, it's a balancing act between shipping them too soon when they're not ready, and also too close to Christmas when the couriers just shit the bed.
You said when the couriers just ship
Got
them dead.
Shit the bed. They just shit the bed. Yeah.
Oh, shit the bed. Yeah. I thought you said when the couriers just ship them dead. I'm like, what?
They would, because they wouldn't know. But I mean, we're probably still a while off the couriers getting crazy. Like, there's probably more December, but it does start to happen soon, and then everything gets delayed, and then it's bad. So yeah. When did you stop shipping for the year, Cam?
Normally at the start of December.
Yeah.
It's risky
Well,
business.
shipping fish, obviously.
It is risky business. Yeah, normally it's okay until the start of December, but I tend to just sort of play it by ear and see what the couriers are saying, because they always send out emails saying things are happening and blah 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 blah. So
They're pretty
So
good.
you're
Eh?
also
Like
shipping-
Aramex
shipping-
really supports people.
what was that? Aramex or what?
Really supportive of people.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Except they won't give all your
we
job.
We don't talk about Aramex. I got something
Well-
shipped to Aramex the other day, and I was so angry. It took ages to get there.
I don't know why you're still shitting on them when you're the latest member to sign up as a franchisee.
Yeah, I don't know if they would accept me as a franchisee after the phone call from the person who wanted to try and recruit me.
You're not being very nice to them.
No, I
Aramex
just
are
said
people
much
too,
like-
you know.
Much like the parcels that you sent, I'm probably not going to be showing up to this event.
Oh dear. Back on topic, just quietly.
Yeah.
I always found that American cichlids tend to be a lot more bigger in bolstery. Is that a right word? Bolstery? Than
Bolstery.
African cichlids. Yeah. Is that a word?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No way.
I know the word that you're saying, but I don't actually know how to say it either, so I can't even really take the piss out of you. So yeah.
Yeah, they're just a bit more bulky and bully-like than what the.
It's a Guami word. It's a Guami word.
It's a Guami word.
What was the Guami word last night that you were trying to say?
Yeah, I had some word as well. I was trying to think what it was. I probably still can't even say it. But yeah,
It's the Guami word.
that's funny. But yeah, okay, so they're bigger and more bolshy. Bolshy, is it bolshy?
Bolshy, there we go. Yeah, bolshy.
at least the ones we get here.
Yeah. And
so we're talking
do you think that when you say American cichlids, we're all generally speaking of the big boys, not the smaller ones or the earth eaters and the angelfish, where everyone kind of thinks.
That's why I was asking the question about if we're doing New World or Old World cichlids, or if we're doing Amazonian ones, because obviously saying an American cichlid, as we know, is like 100 million different fish, from a fucking one that's 1 centimeter long to something that's probably like a meter long. So it's hard to generalize them. It's hard to generalize them. You know, when I think American cichlid, I think your jags.
You think me?
Yeah.
To be honest, he just doesn't think.
Not often.
Boisterous.
That could work. Yep. Thomas would like to know: are we going to post progress pics of the tetras in Facebook group of the setup and whatnot? Could be neat for us to see.
Ryan won't show his fish setup because he thinks that people will steal his ideas.
I thought you said steal his undies for a second.
The idea is that they're living with African cichlids, so they're doing pretty well. Pretty happy. Got them in with some fry, probably a third their size, and they're smashing all the NLS and rapashi. They're loving it. But I do need to get them in some softer water, I'd say, if I want to try.
Your pH is pretty neutral, though, right?
Mid-7s, yeah. So it probably needs to be a bit lower for rummy nose, I'd say.
Yeah.
I haven't really researched, to be honest.
Why does it not surprise me? Doesn't sound like something you would do. Ever.
Okay. All right. Well, on that chat, I have 3% charge left on my phone. So
good.
I'm probably going to die any second now.
Good.
So
let's call it that.
Go in like Top Fin Aquarium Aquatics. Say hi to Nigel No Mates. Enter the competition. And win a $50 voucher. Maybe.
Next week we have a guest on the show, don't we?
Me. I might actually fully show up.
Do we want to pick a topic now or not?
No, let's leave it a surprise. Ryan's not going to do research for it anyway.
Why don't we see if Nigel can make it and then he chooses the topic live at the beginning of the next one?
Because that doesn't fucking work for me setting everything up.
Yeah, so I'll talk to Nigel.
So
I'm literally
set it up as a mystery topic.
No, I'm literally about to go see him. I'll figure that side out and I'll let you know, Cam. Don't worry, I'll give you notice.
Please, thank you. At least finally we have a captain that's actually running a ship properly. You're being demoted, Ryan. What's below captain? You're the toilet cleaner now, eh?
Story of my life. Been demoted again. Just like being in the military. Damn it.
Hey, at least you're not being court-martialed.
Again.
For the record, I only got charged once, twice maybe, and I did not get demoted.
Did you get found guilty?
I was 100% guilty. Yeah. It was quite funny. One of them was sending you'd send spam emails around, just sending funnies through the Defence Force system. And one of them was an email with an attachment where it would draw a face of a picture of you. So you go through and select all these attributes, and no matter what you selected, it always came up with a face with the nose as a penis jiggling around. So it was really funny. But in the charge, which is like a little courtroom, they had to go through it and show it on the screen in front of everyone. as I'm standing there, like at attention, and it's like a full-on serious like courtroom. And
hold on,
and
did you
everyone,
just say you're standing there at attention?
yeah, I had to stand there at attention, with no ad on, and there were escorts, and there's all this big formal process and stuff. The officer that was charging me, who I played hockey with the night before, was just sitting there like with.
Where'd he go? I was enjoying that story.
I think Thomas made a comment that he would be demoted to deckhand. I think they're more, dickhead.
Yeah, we can get behind that.
A couple of the letters there, dickhead.
Yeah, sold. 100% sold. Well, I was really enjoying that story, and I didn't realize it was going to be a true story. That makes it even better.
Yeah, okay. He did bring some value towards the end. I have been messaged by my staff. I do have to go.
Okay, that's cool. All right, everybody. Can't promise you next week will be any better because Ryan is an absolute pull through and he doesn't steer the ship very well. And because he can't hear, we can just abuse the shit out of him as much as we want. So he's bald and he's useless. And sometimes I wonder my life choices. I honestly sometimes feel that I get a lot dumber. I feel like I get a lot dumber when I associate with him. I think he's destroying my name, destroying my reputation, and it is what it is. But hey, here we are. Do you want to have a wee dig at Ryan while he's not here before you go?
No, it's not fun when he's not here to at least, like, I can't even pretend that he's trying to defend himself on the other end. It's just like, like arguing with a rock. You're fucking arguing. It's stupid.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to get some sleep before the next episode as well so that I actually communicate. Because fuck. Last week was tramadol. This week I just haven't been sleeping. So we can only get better.
We'll try and do better next time, I promise.
Mm.
Have a good week, everybody. See you later.
Bye.